Theories of gender development are made up of 5 theories: psychodynamic theory, symbolic interactionalism, social learning theory, cognitive learning theory, and standpoint. All these theories help us understand the complex world of gender development. Think about what you know about gender, all the different stereotypes and assumptions that we make about men and women. But have you ever thought about the scientific and psychological theories explaining how our understanding of gender develops? My name is Leanne, and today we'll dive into the intriguing world of gender development theories to gain a deeper understanding of this complex and vital aspect of the human experience. Understanding the theories of gender development provides valuable insights into the intricacies of gender identity. Teaching people about these theories is critical for promoting awareness, inclusivity, and a deeper understanding of human experiences related to gender, fostering more respectful and peaceful interactions. There are 5 theories of gender development, but in this space today, I'm only going to be going over 3, the ones that I think are the most important for you to learn about: social learning, cognitive learning, and symbolic interactionalism. Now that we know what's coming up next, let's go for the first one on that list: social learning. The definition of social learning is, quote, social learning theory is based on outward motivational factors that argue that if children receive positive reinforcement, they are motivated to continue a particular behavior. If they receive punishment or other indicators of disapproval, they are more motivated to stop that behavior, end quote. Positive reinforcement helps children learn good behaviors. For example, when a girl quietly plays dress up and receives praise, she learns that this is a behavior worth repeating. Conversely, if the same girl is scolded for play fighting, she understands that this is a negative behavior to avoid. Boys may receive different reinforcement. For instance, they may be scolded for playing dress up and praised for play fighting. The experiences of boys and girls in these situations are similar but lead to opposite outcomes. And these opposite outcomes are influenced by gender roles. The concept of gender roles significantly influences gender development, particularly in the context of social learning. The United Way NCA is quoted saying, Gender socialization is one of the primary ways gender norms affects children. Gender socialization refers to how children learn the appropriate behavior, appearance, and attitudes for their gender, end quote. Not only do children learn about their gender through their parents, but they also get their understanding of gender through media. Many TV shows, books, and movies often feature male protagonists who show leadership, dominance, and aggression, and assertiveness. Female characters are often portrayed as emotional, dependent, subservient, nurturing, and are frequently sexualized. These gender stereotypes can affect how young people connect personality traits to gender, creating gender roles. Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender is actually a great example of the masculine stereotype, seen in the first few episodes of the show, displaying traits like arrogance, dismissiveness, and immaturity, often associated with prepubescent males. Now that I've given you a brief overview of social learning, we will start on cognitive learning. The definition for cognitive learning is, quote, unlike social learning theory, this is based on external rewards and punishment. Cognitive learning theory states that children develop gender at their own levels. It's like social learning, but instead of observing behaviors our parents and guardians reinforce positively or negatively, cognitive learning is how children change their views on gender based on new information they receive. Sokka is a great example of this. In one of the episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, Sokka challenges Suki, who is one of the Kyoshi warriors, to a fight, thinking he'll win just because he's a man. However, he loses. Later, he asks the Kyoshi warriors to teach him, and he becomes a great warrior like them. This example shows both the punishment and reward that come from this event, losing the fight to Suki and becoming a great warrior, like the Kyoshi warriors. It changes his perspective on gender roles for the rest of the show from this new information that he has gained. Sandra Bim is a psychologist who introduced the theory of gender stigma in 1981. It suggests that children learn about male and female roles from the culture in which they live and adjust their behavior to align with gender norms. Gender stigma is an organizing structure that simplifies and categorizes new information to explain how gender develops. The difference between gender roles and gender stigma is that gender roles refers to societal expectations of men and women, while gender stigma is the cognitive framework individuals use to understand gender. For instance, a child growing up in a conservative community may learn that women are expected to take care of the home and raise the children, while men are expected to work and be the head of household. We've gone over societal and cognitive learning, and now we're going into the last theory, symbolic interactionalism. Symbolic interactionalism is based on communication. It's vital for understanding gender development. Gender is learned through cultural communication, with messages like sit up straight like a lady or gentlemen open doors for women. As young kids grow up seeing certain symbols associated with gender, they learn about gender through these symbols. For instance, a child who always wears pink dresses and is told that only girls can wear pink dresses starts associating the color pink and dresses with girls, due to the reinforced gender roles and stereotypes that are forced upon that certain item or color. To really understand gender-related symbols, we have to go into the history of gender-related symbols. Before the 20th century, children used to wear the same type of clothing, plain white dresses, for males and female children. For convenience, these dresses were easier to change diapers in and to wash. Children looked the same until the age of 6 or 7, at which point boys got their first haircut and started wearing pants for the first time. It wasn't until the 20th century that the colors blue and pink became associated with girls and boys. This information is from the video by PBS Origins titled Why Was Pink for Boys and Blue for Girls? In the early 20th century, there was a switch in the colors associated with gender for children's clothing. Blue became associated with girls, and pink became associated with boys. According to the June 1918 article in the Earnshaw's Infant Department publication, the reason behind this was because pink was considered a stronger, more suitable color for boys, while blue was more delicate and pretty, was deemed fit for girls. According to the video by PBS Origins, this change in gendered colors was influenced by clothing manufacturers who divided the population into color assignments based on what they believed the public would purchase. Eventually, the gendered color codes that we know today became the standard. Now that we've gone over social learning, cognitive learning, and symbolic interactionalism, let's review what we've covered in this speech today. Today I've taught you all about the different factors of gender development. I outlined the basics of social learning, cognitive learning, and symbolic interactionalism. This knowledge can help us communicate more effectively and promote awareness, inclusivity, and respect for the diversity of human experiences related to gender. Thank you for exploring this important topic with me today.